mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep where you from, where your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching from it.
All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast LA skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Fields. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On second down, Connor looking for space. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. from the gun. Fields. Being under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set 18 Gator. 55. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And some space here. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, LA. Melvin Gordon. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. He's got Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Will Fuller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Fire.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Yes, yes.
He's coming in motion. Hey, hey, hey.
Yo, go, go.
Check 55 to Mike. I'm coming.
Let's go.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go. Tight dog.
Big rip.
To throw again, Clifford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go.
Check. Motion out of back.
Get it.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now. Will Fuller back deep to return. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. On first down, Fields. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
A quick pass out to Juju. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Operating from the gun, Fields. And a throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, box drop.
Throwing again. Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got some room at the 30, and all the way up to the 31-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 55.
From the gun, Clifford. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
On the ready.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Let's go, D.
Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Check 24. Check 24. Watch the shit.
Now.
Watch the shit.
Ready.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's it, baby.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First down, Steelers.
Throwing on first down, Fields. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Back to throw. Fields steps away to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
Intercepted. Come on, dog. We got this.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage.
We go set. 50, plant.
50's the mark. 50.
Hey, wahoo! Check.
50's the mark.
The final shot before break. Clifford, wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick taken at the 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is under a heavy rush, and down he goes?
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Looking to throw. Clifford under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
12 yards on the return that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right here. Check it back.
Back to throw. Fields. Screen pass to Connor. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Looking to throw. Fields. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They run it here with Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Back to throw. Clifford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. This is Gordon. And an alley to run. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So he visits pay dirt for a second time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the second time, yet his team's still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Fields flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Fields. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. On first down, Fields. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jerry Tillery breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Fields. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
First down, Pittsburgh.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Back to throw. Fields. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. From the gun, a give to Connor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Fields. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They tried to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 54 yards away. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, Delta. Go. Watching your 5. Lawyer John. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 52.
To throw on 2nd down. Clifford. And he will find his man on the outside. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
55, Mike, 55. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
To throw on 3rd down. Clifford. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing on 1st down. Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's got this one complete to Perriman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Steelers 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. 16 yards, a 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throwdown. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20.
Ready, set.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Hayward able to drop him for a loss of a couple. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, lock it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check 3, check 3. Check 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. He may try and run for this. And a cut to the right. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their mobile quarterback. 69 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Keeps the score. Steelers 27, Chargers 14. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
3rd and 7.
Down. 8, read. Hey, Charlie. Deep grip.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going for a right side here. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up.
So for Pittsburgh, at 5 and 6, and they will head back home next. To 4 and 7 now in the year, and they'll be on.